What's up, y'all? It's John Joffrey with Revent Builds in Austin, Texas. And today, I'm gonna give you 5 things that I wish I knew before I started in construction. Number 1 is that anyone, maybe not everyone, but most everyone can do this. There's so many misconceptions about getting started, that you need a bunch of money, that you need specialized schooling, that you need all of this knowledge or family history to get started in this business. And that's really, if you think about it, just like any industry. If you want to run a marathon, it seems like, how the hell am I going to be able to do that? I need to be a really good runner first. And it's like, yeah, but how you start is that first mile. And really starting is the hardest part. Just like almost everything, just starting. The only way to start is to dive in. And if you've seen a lot of my other videos, there's many different ways to get started. Whether that's rental homes, whether that's remodeling your personal house or a bathroom or kitchen for a friend, or just doing flooring. You know, I mean, there's so many different ways to get started. And if you start with just starting, you're already on your way. Number 2, you don't need a big team out the gates. Now, everyone thinks that they have to hire a staff, a secretary, a bookkeeper, an accountant. You want all of these in-house craftsmen. That is a surefire way to fail before you ever get started. At the beginning, it was just myself. And if you are not doing too many projects at one time, if you're only doing one, which is suggested when you're first starting out, or if you're only doing a few at a time, you can wear so many different hats. But you really need a CPA on standby for any business. The smaller your business is, the less they cost. This is kind of a necessary, but you don't need one on staff. I did all of the estimating, I did all of the sales, the appointments, and I was project managing all the jobs and running all the crews. And now I'm even wondering how the hell I did that. But you have so much more bandwidth and more gas in your tank to take on all of those different hats if you're very focused on one or maybe a few projects. Now, of course, when you start scaling and you're getting bigger and you're doing, double-digit number of projects at a time, that's when you need staff. But at first, don't even think about staff. So you do not need employees, but what you don't realize is that subcontractors are your best friend. What's great about subcontractors is you find a professional in that field. Let's say you're just doing flooring for a project. All you need is a flooring contractor, and he's paid as part of the job, not as part of your staff and a burden that you have to carry. And you can grow rapidly by taking on more and more subcontractors, getting familiar with people, having great relationships, and those guys will be who you're gonna look to first for who's gonna be your actual employees when the time comes. Number 3, there really isn't school for this. You learn as you go. Now, you can get like a construction science major or a project management major, but all of that stuff on paper is never gonna actually teach you how to run a real job in real life. The only way to do that is pragmatically doing it. Actually doing it is how you're gonna learn. So it makes this so much less of an intense burden that you need to know all of this crap before you start. Start off small, just take bites that you can chew and just learn as you go. And also remember, failure is a huge part of the process. Failing forward. If you are making failures, now not catastrophic failures, you want to make controlled failures and learn as you go. But if you're always improving, you're not going to make those same mistakes the next time around. A way that you can really limit your failures is having a mentor. I have many mentors. They've evolved as my career has evolved, and I'm always meeting people that are much more successful and have bigger businesses than me. When I encounter a problem, or better yet, when I'm about to enter into a situation where I might anticipate a problem, I consult my mentor. I take him out to lunch, I get the tab, and I pick his brain. And you'd be surprised, many people love giving back because no one did this without any help. So remember that. You can only learn by doing, and don't be afraid to reach out for help along the way. Number 4, permits help you, not hurt you. Every time I meet a newcomer, I would say 98% of the time, they're doing jobs under the radar. They're trying to do work not permitted. I was in that same boat. I was afraid of the permits. I thought they were way too expensive. They were too long. It was just tons of red tape. And there is red tape. It's not fun dealing with them. But I will tell you this, always pull a permit, especially if you're new, because you are going to learn so much through review, through all of your inspections. Every time something's coming up, you're learning. And you have a building inspector who should be a master in this, or at least gets to see hundreds, if not thousands of projects on a yearly basis, where they're telling you what you need to fix. You're taking notes, you're remembering all of those things. Learn from your inspectors. Also, all this stuff covers your ass. They make sure that you're doing things up to code, so you're not building messed up and you're limiting your liability. An amazing resource that you need to utilize is a great permit expediter. If you're doing interior only remodels, you can pull what's called an express permit. They have them in various states and municipalities where it's a very simple permit just to do interior only work. That's where you should start, and the fee is like $500 for my permit expediter. Of course, you're gonna grow and you're gonna give them bigger and bigger stuff, so you're doing the full home permits, things like that. But get a great expediter, he'll lift the heavy weight for you, and then all of the rest is protection for you, and you're gonna learn during the process. And last but not least, number 5, do not compare yourself to other builders online, on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube. There are some heavy hitters out there that are doing some incredible things. Use that as inspiration, but don't let that kill your drive. Don't say, I need to be there. You know what? Appearances can be deceiving. Not all of these people may be as successful as you think they are, but also, if they are, they all started somewhere. So be kind, be patient with yourself, embrace this journey. I look back at times when I thought I was suffering and stressed out when I was first starting, and I look back at that fondly because it was exciting. Everything was new. It was just so fun to explore this. This is just a good rule of thumb in life, but especially in construction. Be patient and kind to yourself, and do not compare yourself to other builders, especially online. All right, guys, that was 5 things that I wish I knew before I started in construction. I hope y'all found this helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, share. Again, we're really trying to launch this channel, and we're pumping out badass content like this weekly. I'll see y'all soon. Love you. Later.